What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have liked and sub, and let's get into this. I hope you're ready for Captain America 4, Captain Falcon, Joaquin Torres, the Mexican Falcon. Ooh, I can't wait. It's going to be all the representation. Not for me, I'm Puerto Rican, but someone out there will be it. Paulie from Latino Slant is going to be tits overhead for this one. Either way, yeah, we're getting it, and we've got some likely estimates on how much it's going to make, and it's even worse than we thought. I mean, if you thought no one was watching Skeleton Crew, I kid. It'll be better than that. But this and Snow White, I still think are going to lose massive amounts of money. The only question is which one is going to lose more. Look at that vibranium suit that he still should have been squished every time he was hit by Red Hulk. So here is the new breakdown. So it says, Captain America, hashtag Brave New World, had its pre-sales kickoff on Friday in the US box office after 2 days of pre-sales, although nowhere near Quantumania, which wasn't impressive itself, which opened on the same weekend in 2023. Hashtag Captain America Brave New World, because remember, New World Order was a little too on the nose, so they changed it. It's currently 1.4 times better than hashtag The Marvels, which was horrible and failed, and hashtag Joker Folie, which was horrible and failed, and on par with hashtag Eternals, which was horrible and failed. So are we noticing a pattern? Oh, and not that far from hashtag Black Widow, which was horrible and failed, and hashtag Dune Part 2, which was good and succeeded. After their first 2 days of pre-sales. And yeah, I think if you remember, I love that they're bringing up the Marvel specifically, because that's the one that got Nia DaCosta essentially director jailed. Says keeping the same pacing in relation to the other films, hashtag Captain America 4 could be securing a 3-day opening above both Thor and Captain America the First Avengers. Don't know if he's adjusting for inflation, ticket pricing, all that fun stuff. And could even challenge Shang-Chi's 3-day opening, which was also not impressive, which was higher than Eternal, thanks to... Bro. Yeah, okay. Captain America has an advantage none of these films had. It's coming right after Deadpool and Wolverine. Correct. This is very similar to how Captain Marvel came out after Infinity War, when hype was at an all-time high, which certainly brought the MCU back to several casuals' radars, yes. And that alone could help Cap 4. Probably not, though. The last time we heard an analysis, Analyst, I've heard it both ways, giggity phrasing, about how much it was going to make in its opening weekend. It was somewhere between 81 million and 107 million. However, based on what he just said, and thankfully someone's done the math here, if you look at the Marvel's opening weekend, which was 46.1 million, and you multiply it by that 1.4 we just heard about, you get $64 million. So $64.5 million is basically what, yes, Captain America the First Avenger made back in 2011, but then you have to adjust for inflation. So if you do factor in inflation, that film grossed 90.7 million. So that is still under that 107 million, but I guess above the 81, even though the spending power is different. So yeah, really would mean it's on pace to perform 30% worse than that Captain America the First Avenger. When you look at the Eternals, which they compared it to, the grand total of the Eternals was $402 million. 236 million as a production, so $400 million total worldwide for that. And then when they maybe barely broke even on that, especially since we think they keep quiet about how much they're actually spending on their reshoots. So last we heard about Captain America, it was somewhere in the realm of a 270 to 300 million. I think that is grossly underreported, as we saw with the Acolyte. I actually think we're more into the 350, 375 million dollars spent on Captain America because of how many reshoots they've had, how many touch-ups. We'll see. We'll see. Either way, no way this movie is making more than 500-600 at most, unless it's an absolute banger, which the impossibility is there. Still, no way this is making money comparative to how much they're going to have to spend on marketing. And at best, maybe it can hope to eke by and not damage them too much, because you've got Thunderbolts coming in right after it. Actually, by all accounts, Thunderbolts, Dante and a couple other people know people that have seen it, and they said it's all right. It's just like a run-of-the-mill action movie at this point. The characters become somewhat likable, even if it has no bigger real connection to the MCU. It's just sort of a fun one-off. So it's fine. That might be what they need. A series of fun one-offs that at the very least just don't piss everyone off. Don't lose straight up money. Maybe just negate some of their losses. Either way, a lot of people, when you ask about Marvel, they just say,
I don't care.
You let me know what you think, though. Either way, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, bye.